Welcome to Keep It Off. Little bit of a driving vlog-esque style today. Coming up on my 3-year anniversary of when I got my gastric sleeve done. And got a lot of thoughts in my mind. October 8th, I believe, or October 12th. I gotta look at my calendar. But in the beginning of October, next month, will make 3 years since I've gotten my vertical sleeve gastrectomy done, my VSG surgery. And do I regret it? Do I regret having to have someone step in and do that surgery so that way I could essentially stop eating so much? Because make no mistake, I was eating. I must have been eating somewhere between 7 to 10,000 calories daily. That's my estimate. Obviously, in those moments, we're not counting calories, right? Because we're not even at the wheel, right? I mean, that's how I looked at it. I wasn't cognizant, aware of what I was actually doing to myself. I knew nothing about nutrition at the time. It's sad. It's sad when I sit back and think about it. I have 2 kids. One is 6, one is 9 now. So that makes them 3 and 6 when I did the surgery. And thank goodness they don't really remember me like that, the way I was, which is fabulous, right? Because as they get older and older, they'll remember less and less, if they remember any at this point. So yeah, I was 457 pounds. I had trouble tying my own shoelaces. Every time I stood up from sitting down, I would have all these circulation issues, and it would be like difficult to walk until my blood started flowing. I had some health issues at that time. Thank goodness now I don't have any of those things, and life is quite a bit better. So, do I regret having my surgery 3 years ago? So, there's a small part of me that regrets it, in the sense that I wish I could have woken up and done something about it. Or I like to think I tried to diet and do certain things to lose weight. As unsuccessful as I was, you know, I guess my point is, I wish I could be in my current standings without getting the surgery in the first place. That doesn't mean I'm not grateful for the surgery. That surgery is such a kickstart, such a good eye-opener to get you on the right path, on the right mindset, to restrict some eating in the beginning, so that way you can learn about nutrition and start developing some good habits. You know, I know a lot of people relapse and gain it all back. I'm very grateful that I have not. I'm still not at my goal weight. The lowest I've been is 233 pounds. Right now I'm at 237. I'm coming off a 15-day vacation. And dieting on vacation is a bit tough. So I wouldn't say that we fell off the rails, but a small bump in the road. We'll get it back. We're grinding currently, drinking my protein coffee for breakfast, and we'll get it back for sure. But I just think about so many things that are different now from back then. Activity levels, perception, My wife used to say that I was super lazy. And I don't think I really don't think I'm a lazy person, because now that I have the mobility and the energy, my participation levels in that house have been, I don't know, I don't know how to quantify it, but maybe tenfold, 1,000-fold. I don't know how you want to put it, but I do a lot more now than I did then. I feel like I make more meals for us than she did then. You know, my wife used to be the exclusive chef in the house, and now I feel like I make well more than half of the meals in the home. Definitely not half of my kids' meals. My wife prepares quite a bit of their food. So I'll give her that. My wife does a tremendous amount. Me stepping in to do more than half on one or two categories doesn't catch up to all the things that she does. So please don't think I'm saying that. I don't think I could ever match her on that level. That being said, my participation level with, you know, just chores around the house, or helping out with this, or cooking a meal, or shopping at the grocery store, that's a big one. You know, me taking over and doing quite a bit of the grocery shopping, I'd like to think is a tremendous help to her. So yeah, participating in the house, you know, I just do a lot more now than I did then. A lot more. And I want to do more, you know. I didn't want to do anything. Old Tommy, pre-surgery Tommy, would go to work, and then when he's not working, would want to sit on the couch and watch television. Now, I want to do so much more. Whether it's getting exercise, or going for a hike, or just going for a walk, or, you know, helping with grocery shopping, or organizing things in the house, cleaning up. I just want to participate more. So that is a blessing. That has made a big, huge difference. At least I'd like to think so. Maybe one day we'll do a Q&A, and you guys can not only ask me questions, but maybe ask my wife questions on now versus then. But yeah, 3 years, I gotta say, the time has moved. I don't want to say quickly, but it has moved quickly. I feel like I've accomplished a lot. I don't feel like I got my surgery yesterday. I feel like I've done so much, but at the same time, you can't believe, oh my gosh, it's been 3 years. So that's been something, for sure. School's about to start back up for the kids. As of recording this video, it is September 3rd. I think the kids go back to school next Wednesday. I think it's right after Labor Day. So my kids are excited for that. I'm excited for them. And I'm typically off Mondays and Tuesdays, so I'd like to see what I can accomplish exercise-wise on Mondays and Tuesdays now that they're going to be in class, in school. So, you know, some more hiking, some more activities. I've been cycling, so maybe I can do some of that. Got to see what I'm capable of, you know? Want to push myself. Originally, when I first set off on this, just dropped the kids off. You know, I'm looking at my phone, and I'm looking at the image of myself, and I remember coming out so far into this seating area and just being so much more cramped in here, and looking at the space, I'm very grateful. You know, one of the things that people who have gotten weight loss surgery struggle with, as far as my perspective, I know everyone doesn't suffer from it, but the body dysmorphia, in the sense that we don't realize, like, we have moments, right, where you look at yourself and you say to yourself, oh my gosh, wow, I have lost a tremendous amount of weight, or hey, I look normal, you know. We have moments, small moments, and I don't know, for me, I do try to cherish those moments where I look at myself and in an instance, and I tell myself, oh wow, you've come so far. And then there's other moments where you feel like that fat guy. You feel like that big person. You know, you don't see yourself as the new you. You still can feel like the old you. Even though you're not, you still feel like you're this big, huge person. I remember when I first set out on this journey and I got my surgery, and my doctor originally set a goal for me at 457.6 pounds. He set a goal for me. He said, let's get you to 250. I think if we got you to 250, I believe you'd be very happy and you'd be much healthier. Well, I'm at 237, so we crushed the 250 goal, and my lowest was 233. So I'm very proud to have passed that 250 I wouldn't say easily, but we passed it by quite a bit now. And that was his goal. Originally, you know what my goal was? I work in retail, and my goal was, when I dealt with a customer, right, and helped the customer out, because customers don't really always remember your name. So when they come back into a store and they ask for you and they ask for help, and maybe they have a relative who needs some assistance, or friends that they want to refer you because they appreciated the service that you provided, and they forgot your name. So what do? They come into the store and they try to describe you. And they don't say, oh, you know, the guy with the dark hair, or the tall guy, or the funny guy, or whatever. How would they describe you as? Oh, you know, the big fat guy? Or the really big guy? Obviously, I wouldn't be in earshot of that, so they'd be able to say those things, right? They'd feel comfortable talking that way. And it is what it is, because that's what I was. But my goal when I first set out on this journey was, in that same scenario, for that customer to say, instead, to be like, oh, hey, you know, if they can't refer to me as my name is Tommy, and they forgot my name, which happens a lot, they would say, oh, you know that tall guy? Maybe even, oh, that slim guy? I know that one's pushing it, but, you know, the funny guy, something, but not the big guy, not the fat guy. Because when people say big, most of the time, they're not talking about your height. I'm 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", by the way. So, just for reference. That was my goal. That was my goal. Whether I've achieved it or not, or whether I allow myself to know that I've achieved it or not, I don't know. You live in a lot of self-doubt nowadays. Like, you know you've done a lot, But have you done a lot to the perspective of someone else? Now, the perspective of someone else really doesn't matter, right? But sometimes it can be a confirmation. Do I need the confirmation? No. I'm very happy where things are. Even if, I set out a second goal for myself after we passed the 250. And I said I wanted to be at 230. And we got close to it. We were at 233, now we're at 237. So we're in a stone's throw of that 230. And we're going to get there. We're going to get there. It's going to take some time, some patience, but we're going to get there. Right now, post-vacation, pre-vacation, I was at around 2,700 calories, and that was like a maintenance. So whenever I wanted to lose weight, I would eat under that and keep my activity levels the same. So that's the important part. A lot of times when people try to eat under their maintenance, without realizing it, their activity levels go down, and then your NEAT changes, which will change what your maintenance will be, and then you don't lose weight. So I try to keep my activity levels the same and try to eat under that. Right now, I'm trying to consume 2,000 to 2,300 calories. Last night, I think I hit 2,300. Shout out to Greg Doucette. I feel like on this second half of my 3-year journey, he's been a true inspiration and a lot of help. A lot of the videos that he has, a lot of the education that he tries to spew, not for views. Greg Doucette has been a major help in this whole journey. I found him just over a year ago. He promotes an anabolic diet where you count calories, because calories in versus calories out is the most important thing. And then you try to hit either 0.8 grams or 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if I'm 237, I want to basically hit north of 200 grams of protein. And so, which I crush most days. I try to eat fat, but healthy fats, and try to keep my fat to a minimum, just because fat is 9 calories per gram, and where carbs and protein are 4 calories per gram. But I know no one's interested in that science. That's another thing. Greg, if you're listening to this, which I'm sure you're not going to see this video, but if you do see this video, education on nutrition and the way that you push that has inspired me to learn more and more about nutrition, and now I'm currently studying to be a certified nutritionist. So, to get my certification and be a nutrition coach and maybe spread that knowledge and help others has been something to push me, right? Because when you help others, while helping others is going to change other people's lives, and that's going to be a big deal, and you may help other people hit their goals or help others start their journey, which is a big one. Just getting started on this journey is so huge, because to push that first domino over can be so tough. And I get that. I really, really get that. Guys, we're covering so much on this drive. Stay with me. But yeah, so I want to be a nutrition coach and be certified in nutrition and be a nutritionist so I can help others. There is a selfish side to that, though. As many people as I may be able to help. My SD card got filled up, so we're going to finish on my phone. So if the quality has changed, my apologies. But yeah, becoming a certified nutritionist and being able to spread that knowledge and spread that wealth and help others on their journey, that can be a selfish thing. It's said that iron sharpens iron, and the more I help others on their journey, the more successful and more accountable I'll be on my own. I have this theory. The more someone who's gotten a bariatric surgery, the more hidden or the more secretive they try to be about their whole journey and their process, the more private they are about it, the less accountable they are. And should they yo-yo or relapse or, just put it all back, then the less of an issue it is. If you've gotten some, and I hate this term, weight loss surgery, if you've gotten a weight loss surgery, I'll go into why I hate that term, weight loss surgery, but if you've gotten a weight loss surgery and you've lost a ton of weight and then you put it all back, the judgment of people around you is gonna be huge. The whispering behind your back and all that other nonsense is gonna be crazy, and people don't want to deal with that. So I think out of fear, people don't tell other people what they've got going on. Hey, I've gotten a weight loss surgery, or hey, I've got X goal to achieve, or hey, I've lost this amount, or whatever. People want to keep all that hidden. So if things don't come out great, then there is no accountability. There is no, oh, but did you see this person failed? They won't have to deal with that. They'll just say, oh wow, X lost such and such amount of weight, and yeah, they put it back, but that was amazing that they lost it in the first place. That must have been so difficult. They'll have to deal with more of that. That's a good topic of why I hate the term weight loss surgery. Because some people's perspective of what a weight loss surgery is, because a lot of people are ignorant on that topic, is you go into a surgery and you come out and you've lost a ton of weight. I guess that would be a weight loss surgery, like liposuction or something. But when we go into surgery, we come out, we haven't lost anything yet, right? Now, yes, whether you've gotten a bypass or a sleeve, yes, you're injured. And so you're injured inside now and you're recovering. And so you can't consume the same amount. And that starts the weight loss process, right? And you've got to heal. So you go through your liquid phase and your soft food phase, and the amount that you can consume is very little after that when you do start consuming solids. But you do reach a point, whether, depending on the person, 3 months later, 6 months later, where your internals are completely healed. And at that point now, you can consume whatever you want, right? But now it's all about the choices. And that's where our diet and our nutrition and all that should be kicking in. And that's the continuation. All those habits that we developed as we were healing should be kicking in. And now that's where we continue our weight loss journey and continue losing the weight. A lot of people who know nothing about weight loss surgery or know very little will try to take the credit away from someone who's undergone surgery and try to act as if they didn't do much work to lose the weight. And that's the side that I have the problem with, because we know damn well that there's still a tremendous amount of willpower involved. There's a lot of planning and timing and food prep and dealing with family members who are going to try to get you to cheat on your diet. And we've got to overcome all those things. And that those are the things that are going to dictate long-term success. And I feel like we don't get enough credit for that. So that's why I don't like that term, weight loss surgery, because while it is a kickstart on the right path, so many people, otherwise, if it was so easy, there'd be 100% success rate with it. And there isn't. There's a lot of people that fall right back down the other way. I feel for those people. It sucks. You struggle, you lose a bunch of weight, and then to put it all back, my heart goes out to those people. I don't know if I could or am worthy, but I'd love to help some of those people get back what they've lost. What they've lost and gained it back, and I'd like to help them to fix that. I'm arriving. This was such a long driving rant, but I hope you get something from it. I hope you get something out of it, or can sympathize with some of the things that I go through myself. It's not easy. We go through a lot. We have a lot of struggles. But it's all worth it, because life is better now than it was then. But if you do get anything from it, please like, subscribe, even leave me a comment. Tell me when your journey started. When did you first start your journey? Whether it was through the weight loss surgery pre or post, or whether you're just trying to shed some weight. When did you say enough is enough? Till next time, remember, get it off and keep it off. Peace.